Yo, what's going on, snipers, and welcome back to our Orcas MyLeague series here in NBA 2K19. So in last episode, we kind of had a bit of a problem. We renounced the rights to Lothar Lindemann, I think accidentally, which is more than likely the case. And we also let go of our pick that we just drafted in last episode as well, because we couldn't have enough cap held spots. So yeah, it's pretty annoying, but in this case, anyways, we might be able to actually get them back. I don't think in this episode, because I was just like, wait a second, they're probably not showing up as free agents because they have still their 1 year left in Europe. So these guys sucks because they're gonna be UFAs. So we might be able to sign them then when they come over from Europe. So I'm gonna have to think about looking at them in the off season if we have enough cap space, but. I wish I didn't renounce the rights on Lindemann because Lindemann was like a 92, so he's going to want a lot of money if he is a free agent next season. But otherwise, their roster looks not horrible. Like, I was looking at it a bit better in depth off camera or off YouTube, and our team looks not that bad. See, we got Russell, who's up to a 91. We got Morgan, who's grown all the way to an 88, so he's looking pretty good considering he just came off a 15-point per game regular season last year in his first year. And then Lowry's jumped up to a 79, so he's finally going to get his time to shine here in Vancouver. And then also Hicks, who we just picked up in free agency, he's going to jump into our lineup right away. And Collins is our center, and Schroeder once again will play sixth man like he was for the last 2 seasons where he won sixth man in the years. So we might actually have a pretty good roster. And then Jackson is our depth small forward, so we have pretty good 7. Simons is our 8th guy. Collinsworth is our 9th. So we have a deep team by any means, but I'm still wishing we had Lindemann on terms of for next season because he would be a stud to bring into this lineup. But whatever, we'll rock with it for now, I guess. Our system proficiency is down to or still at 3 stars, so we might not make the playoffs, but I think this team could still make at least a decent season, like maybe go around 500, but we'll see how that plays out. So first, let's take a look at what contract extensions we have this year. So, oh yeah, D'Angelo Russell, this is his last year on his contract. We might re-sign him. And then same with Schroeder. Yeah, Schroeder we might be able to re-sign. I don't know though. Schroeder's an interesting guy. He might get let go of because we have a lot of other guys that we should be bringing back. Bell might not. There's still a lot of guys though to go through, so we'll see what happens here. So let's go all the way up to December the 1st, and we'll see how this team assimilates. So we could somewhat play around 500. Like last year, I think we had 30-something wins, if I'm not mistaken. I'm hoping maybe closer to 40 wins this season, but we're off to a really bad start, 2-4. But as I say that, we're getting closer to 500 again, which is nice. Vienna and a first from the Celtics for Simons and a first. I don't want to do that. Simons is a guy that could be maybe a guy that makes our lineup next season, because if we keep him over somebody like, not Dennis Schroeder necessarily, but somebody else, he could play potentially on the roster. So 4 and 6, 5 and 6. Yeah, we're staying around 500 to start the season, which is not too bad. Let's take a look at these prospects. So, oh shit, he re-enters the draft. I didn't know that. That's actually really sick. Okay, who we actually just drafted last year, or a few years ago. He's back to being a draft eligible. So if we have a really bad season and we win the lottery somehow, we could still draft Lothar Lindemann. He's going to be like a 90-something out of the draft, yep. That's actually really sick. I didn't know that happens. So now the next episode, our last episode, is going to sound really weird because I was complaining about letting him go, but that means him and the other guy, where is he? He might be here still. I don't even know where he is, but oh, Neil Hampton. This was our pick last year, so those guys both re-entered the draft. So, yeah, hopefully we have a really bad season, and we probably won't get him, and he'll probably end up going to like a rival team, which would suck, because we're a better team than we were when we drafted him because we got him at number 2 overall, I think it was, back in like year number 1, or yeah, I think it was year number 1 that we got him. So yeah, I don't know if we're gonna be able to get him, but if we do, that'd be pretty amazing to just redraft him. Like, I've never seen a team draft the same guy twice, but yeah, you never know, we could bring him over. But I had no idea that actually happened, though. If you let go of a player that you drafted, and then they don't enter free agency, they just go right back to being in the draft, which is pretty cool. Let's actually take a look at our contract extension, see if those have decided yet. No, they have not. Yeah, D'Angelo Russell I want to bring back, but at the same time, Lindemann might want a lot of salary coming out of the draft if we get him. But I don't know if we will. Probably won't, considering... maybe we will. This team is kind of struggling right now, but it's probably not the lowest in the league. Karis LeVert in a second for Schroeder. No, thank you. Oh yeah, speaking of which, I actually bought some basketball cards, like a box of basketball cards the other day. Coming in the mail soon. I'm not going to do any videos on that, obviously, but I'm kind of looking forward to it because I've never bought any basketball cards before. If you guys know me well, I'm a big hockey card fan, but I've been kind of collecting a bit of other sports sometimes. Like, I opened baseball a couple years ago, and for some reason, like with all the stuff that's going on in the NBA, I'm kind of getting interested in it again. So I decided to pick up a box of like 14, 15 NBA hoops. So that's going to be kind of fun. Because if you guys are card collectors, you get like 2 autographs in a box, and then you also get a jersey card. And this box was on sale for only like $50, which is Canadian, so that's pretty cheap in terms of American money too. So should be a pretty fun break when I get it. Okay, so let's go contract extensions, and Russell will resign. I don't want to sign him to too long because I want to be able to get other guys other than just him. I might be able to talk him down to... Yeah, he'd still probably accept that. We could probably talk him down to 67.75. And he's accepted it. Dennis Schroeder will give you a 1-year contract at 15 mil. Yeah, 15 mil in the nose. There you go. Anybody else? Jordan Bell. Well, it depends if we go after Hampton, because we could draft him again, but do I want this guy? He doesn't want that much, actually. You know what? He could be a good bench option still. 5.25 for 1 year is a cheap contract. And then these guys will all be ineligible. Okay, so let's continue to sim after we get these players. There you go. I don't really need to scout Lindemann, but because then I know he's a 92 unless he grew in the off season, which he probably did. He's probably like a 94 now, which is insane. But yeah, we're probably not going to get him because we're playing right around 500, which means the chances of us getting a top pick in the draft are probably slim to none. So Lindman's probably going to be with a different team, and that's going to be really annoying. Especially considering if it's a team that we play a lot, then we might have to play them down the road in the playoffs or something. And yeah, we're going to be like, I should not have released him in that part. But that was clearly accidental, so yeah. It sucks that we let him go. That's one thing I have like problems with in this game, is that the cap held system, and like the way the salary works in the NBA is completely weird in comparison to like NHL. Like NHL, at least you have like 2-way contracts and 1-way contracts, and then you have RFA and UFA. Well, in the NBA, it's like there's stuff with like bird rights, and it gets really complex. And I'll probably never understand it, but whatever. How are we in terms of the standings currently? Are we in a playoff spot? Probably not. We're not that bad still. 467. Everything that says playoff, or no, it doesn't say playoff race yet. But power rankings, where are we in the power rankings? Yeah, we're probably outside of a playoff spot, but number 20 on the power rankings is not too bad. I don't know if we're going to make any trades in this episode. We're probably not, because I don't really make much trades in this season, usually in any of my series, even my my hockey series. So yeah, we probably won't make any trades. I don't feel like we need to be honest, even anyways, because if we get a decent draft pick again, we should be fine. But since Lindemann re-entered the draft, that means the second overall pick might be pretty good too. If I'm not mistaken, 83, yeah, so the first two picks are outstanding. Lindemann actually dropped to a 90. And Buzzka's an 80, damn. Yeah, the top three picks are all pretty good players. Like, if I didn't let go Lindemann, it would be only the top two, but still. Okay, so yeah, we're kind of losing some games now, so that's kind of good, because I kind of want us to have a bad season in a way and have a chance to get Lothar Lindemann at the draft, but who knows. So let's take a look at who goes into the All-Star games. So any of our players. Doesn't look like it on Team James. And nobody either on Team Anthony. So I don't think we have any All-Stars this year, which sucks, but whatever. I wonder if anybody's doing like the shooting contests and stuff. Quarterman and Dotson, no thanks. I don't know who Quarterman even is. Yeah, we're just going to go right past this deadline. Mirotic and Zubac for Jackson and Clemens. Those guys are free agents this coming year, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't really need Mirotic. Okay, so now I don't want to look at any offers. We're still playing close to 500, so we're going to probably have still like maybe a 1.5% chance of going to number 1, if that's even possible. With like, I don't even remember if we made any rule changes that give us no chance at that. There you go. Yeah, this team is not going to be making the playoffs this year, I think. It's kind of too late almost, even though we're still right around 500. So let's see, 3-point contest, anybody for us? Nobody for us. And dunk contest, nobody for us. Not a surprise though, because we are doing pretty bad. Okay, can we win some games and get closer to 500? Seems like we can, because we just won 2 in a row. 3 of our last 4. Oh, this is a Lemons in Europe for another year, so does that mean he's gonna actually stay in Europe for another season instead? Not like he won't come back, come to the NBA next year. He will come like the year afterwards or something. Like, is his stay in Europe now extended by a year or something? Now we lost some more games. This is gonna suck if we don't get first overall. Like, we're gonna have a really slim chance of getting first overall, but damn. I still might actually do the draft lottery results in this episode, because like, yeah, we're not making the playoffs now. There's no way, because we're almost like, the best we could do is just above 500 maybe. Let's see, Enrico and Vadi. Some sick names at this draft, it looks like. Miguel Delgado, and there's Neil Hampton. We don't necessarily need to scout him because we know he's like a 72. Maybe he dropped to a 70. He might not be as good anymore if he's re-entering the draft. But Lindemann obviously is the guy that I wish we just did not let him go, because that's going to bite me in the ass in the future. I know it. He's going to be definitely on probably a championship team within a couple seasons, I'd assume. Okay, so we are almost done simulating a season. 33 and 40 currently. Just keep tanking, guys, because we need Lindemann back on this club. Because if we get Lindemann back, that would just be pretty good, considering he's pretty much something we need too. Well, I mean, Lowry's a good small forward, but still, I would rather have him. Game against the Lakers, and then Memphis, and then we have the Magic in Toronto, and then I think that's it for the season. We've won 2 in a row, which I don't really like that we're winning games right here at the end of the season, because that's definitely going to hurt our terms of getting number 1, and we lose against Toronto. And we got 2 more games, both against the Spurs. And we take the first one and the second one. Are we going to take that one as well? Or no? Yes, we are. So we finished 38 and 44. And James Harden takes home the MVP with a 35.9 points per game. Damn, he went even more so than last year. Jeez. Matt Irving, that first overall pick from last year, gets the Rookie of the Year with 15.6 points per game. Cesar Reyes, who went, I think, in the Lindemann draft, if I'm not mistaken, won 6th Man of the Year. Anthony Davis, the Defensive Player of the Year. Stefan, or maybe it's pronounced Ian, I don't know. Ian Stefan gets the MIP, and Billy Donovan, the Coach of the Year. So the Rockets looking to win again. All NBA first team, there is nothing for us. Anything at all for us this year? Don't think so. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Oh wait, there you go. All rookies second team. This guy, did we draft this guy? No, he might have just been a free agent. But anyways, this guy was the second team rookie of the year, so that's not bad. Okay, so let's simulate this entire playoff run now. See who comes out on top. We'll get to the draft lottery in this episode. Hopefully we could somehow pull off a miracle with like a 0.1% chance and get number one. Because I need Lindemann back. Like, I mean, technically, if he plays with another team, which he probably will, we could bring him into our club, like, maybe as a free agent signing within 5 years or something. Okay, so Houston and Cleveland are in the conference finals. Portland and the Lakers. Who will win this season's title? The Rockets are off to the finals, and they'll be facing against Portland, who I think has been in the finals before. And Portland sweeps James Harden and the Rockets, and Damian Lillard taking home the MVP in the playoffs. 34.8 points per game, so he carried his team to a victory. Okay, so let's advance to this off-season stuff now. I know these seasons are going by really quick, but hopefully we get a chance at number one. Player retirements. Doesn't look like anybody that played for us, so, but those are some of the big name guys anyways. There definitely is a couple of them, like Aaron Baines and whatnot. Wait, Noah Vonleh, wasn't he young? He had 26. Huh. Interesting. It's kind of neat when some players retire young or they retire from like an injury problem. And Kem Birch, who we had last year, retired at 29. Huh. He didn't do much for us, but good luck in your retirement, man. Okay, so let's advance to Hall of Fame inductees. Dwight Howard going to the Hall of Fame, not a surprise. And Howard also has his number retired by the Orlando Magic. League meetings, everything is rejected. Yeah, I'll keep that for now. League realignment still looks the same. And let's get to this draft lottery, and then that'll be it for this episode. So we have a 0.7% chance of getting the, I think it's the move into the top 8. Or maybe it's at the number 1 pick, but yeah, we don't really have a good chance of getting the Lindemann. It looks like he might be going to Sacramento. So let's start up this and see if we could actually move up with our 0.7% chance. The Mavericks will stay at 15. So the Mavericks apparently have 15 and 20, so they might try and move up. Who knows? The Pistons have 14. Will they stay there? Yes, it will. More than likely, we're staying where we are as well. Now, I wonder where Lindman's going to go in that case. The Nuggets, will they stay at 13? Yes, they will. Yeah, I doubt we're moving up. If we're moving up, that would be really insane. Hornets at number 12. Will they stay at number 12? Yes, they will. Everything's staying the same currently because these teams all have 0.7% chance. So we probably will stay where we are. Vancouver at number 11. Will we stay there at 11? Yes, we will. Goddamn. Which means, who is Lindemann going to? He's going to the Atlanta Hawks. Probably. Damn, that sucks. Lothar Lindemann is an Atlanta Hawk. He might get to play with John Collins, and that team is going to be scary. So head coach, who did we have last year? I don't even remember who we had last year. Oh yeah, Michael Stauffer. I always use this guy. Let's re-sign him again, and we need a good scout. Give him not too much, but not too little. 245k. Let's get those guys, and then we'll get an assistant coach. Assistant coach. Some of those guys, assistant coaches, want to be probably actual coaches. So we'll go with Stacy Miller. This guy looks not too bad. B minus. 580k. He's mulling, and he'll sign. There you go. And yeah, anyways, guys, I think I should have ended it already actually right there. So I was actually gonna do the entire off season too. Jeez. So anyways, guys, that's gonna do it for this episode of our Orcas MyLeague series. So in next episode, we will take it to the draft and see if we could potentially get a decent pick still, and then hopefully we have a good season next year, because without Lindemann, like Lindemann would have been coming over next season. I mean, Josh Jackson might be a guy we bring back. So we still could be pretty good next season because Morgan's jumping up and whatnot. So anyways, let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys next time.